Okay, we are floating.
Wow.
I told them it would work, they didn't believe me. So now I continue to add heat, okay? Not so scary, huh? We're in time for sunrise. Another 5 minutes, we'll get the sun over the Hadjar Mountains.
You gotta zoom up. Can we jump?
No.
Everyone doing okay? Good. So during the flight, I have the ability to rotate the basket. It does not change our direction of travel, but I alter who's facing different things at different times, okay? There's vents at the equator of the balloon, and when I open the vent, hot air escapes, and it propels to rotate slowly. If you need water, here on the inside. Water here on the inside. Washrooms are not working today. Sorry.
So nice.
What is the regular flight? 2,000 feet or what?
Yeah, we'll climb up to that. So for the start, I'm just going to kind of cruise down low, and then we'll go up high and go off in this direction. Yeah. This is approximately 400 feet, 300 feet maybe off the ground. So to the east we have the Hadjar Mountains. The sun's going to come up over the Hadjar Mountains. The Hadjar Mountains, Hadjar means stony or rocky. So for those of you who have been up Jebel Jais, you know those mountains, very, very rocky. 700 kilometers long of mountain range, 100 kilometers wide, quite a big mountain range. In Oman it reaches its peak at 10,000 feet. In the UAE it reaches its peak near Jebel Jais close to 6,500 feet. And if you stood at that point at Jebel Jais, you'd be at the highest point of all of the UAE. Of all of the Emirates. Yeah, I've had a little bit of heat. We're climbing slowly. That's good. Good perception. Because you can't feel it. We're taught to look at the horizon to feel if we're going up or down. Different sensation? No engine? So it's interesting, there's sunrise now over the mountains. I'll rotate you guys as we go so everyone can have a selfie opportunity with sunrise.
to platformy.
Powstaje, no, ale bo my wstajemy z nim.
Babu,
Ja, vi bromsar lever och skjuter mig. Nixa med Nick.
Rotating as we go a little bit. This is 1,000 feet. Ras Al Khaimah Tower, Hot Balloon Alpha 6, November Zulu Lima.
Alpha 6 November Zulu Lima, West Khaimah Tower. Good morning.
Good morning. November Zulu Lima, requesting 3,000 feet and below.
November Zulu Lima, 3,000 feet and below is approved. QNH 1014, report for descent.
November Zulu Lima, 3,000 feet and below, will report when descent. Thank you. It's a nice sunrise today. All three of my kids were born in Kenya in agriculture. A little bit, yeah.
mama.
Yeah, loud and clear, Trevor. Yeah, those guys are still there. We climbed right away. Now we're finally getting into that wind direction. I have to rotate you to see behind us on the other side.
We reached to the moon.
Okay, so right now, tip of the Burj Khalifa. At this height. This would be the very, very tip of the Burj Khalifa. 2,722 feet is the Burj Khalifa. And we're flying over the Great Arabian Desert. The Arabian Desert is the second largest sand desert in the world. The largest is the Sahara. It has 2.3 million square kilometers of desert in 10 different countries across the Middle East. You can see the sand dunes start almost in this area. And we get a lot of more red into our sand because of the Hadra Mountains. There's minerals in the mountains, and with the rain and the wind over the years, these sand dunes have more red color due to the mineral content of the mountains. If you drive off towards Dubai, the sand is less red. We do have some beautiful dunes in this area. We're gonna go up high for a little bit, and then later on we'll come back down low. I need to use these winds for a little bit. The winds are taking us this way. And that's the way we want to go. This year, last year we flew in this area. We had this takeoff spot. This did not exist. We started this year. This does not exist, and all of a sudden, very quickly, heavy equipment came. I don't know what they found in the ground, but they must have found something. I don't know if it's oil or gas or something. I don't know what they found. They created this structure this year.
Where is Anantara? That's the camera.
Camera, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You make it shape.
بدك تعمل مثل ما انا عملت انا اخذت لك اياها هيك اوبليك شوي وعملت
Okay, everybody, let's do our group picture. Yeah? If you don't want to be in the photo, you can sit. Otherwise, let's look at the GoPro up there. There's all of us in a big picnic basket. Yeah. If you're in the front, a little bit lower. If you're in the back, a little bit taller. Big smiles, pretending we're having a good time. Yeah? All right. Here comes one photo. Good. Here comes another. Good. Yeah. It's spinning with a big wave. Yay! Okay. Thanks, everybody.
We are near the moon.
Yeah, let's go there.
Where's Elena?
Scared of it.
No, I need another one. I'm
Scared
sorry.
of the height.
I need another photo.
Elena, photo.
Everyone, look again.
Yeah, sorry.
Big wave. Hello. Okay. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
So you see in the middle of the desert, there's some camel farms in some areas. When we descend a little bit later, hopefully we'll see some camels over the sand dunes. We tend to get sometimes this visibility because of the humidity. We tend to get these dust particles in the air and the humidity and the haze. So sometimes we have this haze towards the end of the flight. Hopefully it will burn off a little bit. If we can see in the distance, that's where the water would be. The Persian Gulf would be off in the distance in that direction.
Elena, put on the
It's easy.
Yeah.
Elena.
راح تشوفها جميل. والمارين.
كيف ما كنا انزل كأنه عم نعلق أطفال كأنه علينا أطفال لأنه ما كانوا هالأطفال عاليين
It's mining.
Mining?
Yeah.
Really?
You have a pit there.
You know?
So they're drilling for oil.
Yeah.
This one.
Let's jump there. We will see what there. In the middle of this earth, they found oil.
Maybe. They're drilling. You see that very big tower there?
Yeah.
Underneath that is a very, very big drilling.
So while we're floating along, I might as well tell you guys a little bit about the balloon. I just want to stay up here for the direction for a few minutes, and then we'll go contour some balloons. So in the meantime, I'll tell you about the balloon. So this balloon is a registered aircraft. We're in controlled airspace. RAC International is just by the bottom of the mountain. So I've been in communications with them. I filed a flight plan. I told them where we took off. I was not sure where we're ending. Yeah. The balloon, 450,000 cubic feet of volume inside the balloon. The bigger the balloon, the more its ability to lift. Let me put some heat just now. So, in the 80s, in the 1980s, balloons you'd only see small. You'd only see those little passenger baskets with 2 passengers, and then the burners got more powerful. And so they thought we can heat up a bigger space just as quickly, and the bigger space can lift more people. So business owners like the bigger balloons, of course. And every time they would go in bigger, balloon pilots would say, oh, that's the limit. There's no way, this balloon is huge. And then they would make them bigger and continue to be bigger. To the point where there's some flying, I believe they're in the Netherlands at this point, 750,000 cubic feet, almost double this size, and they make the basket wider. And they fit, I believe, up to about 32 people in a basket. Which is, yeah, seems like a lot to me as well. So that's where we're at in ballooning. The balloon itself, you can see, is sewn in panels. So that's a safety design. If you had a rip in one of the panels, it's not going to go all the way up the balloon and open the balloon. It's just going to stop at that vertical panel, at that horizontal panel. So even if you lost a little bit of heat, it's fine. Because when you see, I open the rotating vent, there's vents over there and on the other side. And when I open vents, I open 5 panels wide, 5 panels wide. The hot air escapes, propels us to spin. So we're losing heat, but it doesn't really affect the performance of the balloon. I just compensate by putting a little extra heat and we stay level. The 2 ropes, the red and the candy stripe line, go to the middle. We call that the parachute top. So if I wanted to, I can vent some heat with the candy stripe line right at the top of the balloon. Yeah. And the red line is the deflation system, so I won't pull that now. It pulls right from the middle of the balloon. So when you come in to land, especially it's very windy, the last few days were windy, I don't want to keep dragging and bumping along, so I deflate the balloon. And then we touch, and then the heat starts to escape, so we stop moving. So that's what these 2 do. The bottom of the material is Nomex. It's a little more fire resistant, closer to the burners. The rest is a ripstop nylon with some elasticity to it. Since it is a registered aircraft, every 100 hours we do a strength test on the fabric, especially at the top, to make sure that the fabric is strong enough. If the balloon starts to fail the fabric test, you kind of know how many hours you're going to get out of a balloon. You know that it's starting to wear out. You can buy a whole balloon and keep your basket and burner. So a whole system like this, brand new, about $150,000 US. But good news for you guys, half price today on Saturday. We'll take orders after. So that's it about the balloon pretty much. The temperature at the very, very top of the balloon, 161 degrees Fahrenheit. Seems to be the outside temperature. With our weight, what we need to stay level here today is about 161 Fahrenheit at the very top. Let me put a little bit more. Burner system, yeah? So these burners, we're burning propane. Each burner has its own hose, which goes to its own propane tank. If I had a burner malfunction for some reason, not a big deal, I shut it down. Most of the time I'm flying on one burner anyways. With the cross flow, I have the ability to put the propane through both. This one's already on, so I can go all 4 burners even though I only have 2 hands. If for some reason I needed to put a lot of heat very, very quickly. This is called a whisper burner. This is the regular blast valve. This one, if you're flying over farm animals that might be more sensitive, it's supposed to be a bit quieter, but not much. You can see the propane shooting through the jets, yeah? The flame stays on and it shoots your propane all the way up and you get your big fire. And then we have our basket. It's wicker, it's lightweight, it's durable, absorbs a little bit on a hard landing, keeps its shape as traditional material. Yeah. So there's going to be an exam after the flight. Hope you were paying attention. Yeah. So that's it. Any questions about ballooning or the balloon itself? No, we're good. We'll start to descend soon. We'll make our way back down. We'll look for some camels. So we try to carry enough to be safe. So we carry in about an hour and a half. If we're lighter, maybe 2 hours. Anywhere from an hour and a half to 2 hours. But it really depends on how hot it is outside, how much up and down I do, how much venting I do, and rotating. But if I needed more, I would bring more tanks.
Tired?
No, it's nice.
The opposite, I need more.
It's your first time in a hot air balloon.
Outside the balloon versus
Yeah.
inside. So I have from being in Canada on winter flights, I'm very efficient. You put some heat, and if your balloon is tight and holds the heat well, you hardly need to put any hot air in. Yeah. In the month of May here, it gets hot, or October, and it's already hot outside, and I put heat, and I've had to put more heat and more heat. So I've told the owners a lot of times in the month of May we reduce our numbers maybe to 12, so we're lighter. They don't like that, of course. But profit, I'm like, but you're gonna burn your balloon out. Yeah, anywhere from November until April is decent. Yeah, here.
Still we cannot see the sea.
You get, clear
No,
days
there's no
and
sea,
such
I
things.
think.
Okay, we're gonna start to make our way back down low. I want to kind of contour over some sand dunes and see if we can go back the other direction.
Can smell the gas.
Yeah.
Different perspective.
Yeah, we can make barbecue.
So as we descend, I put a little bit of heat. It's just like slowing the balloon down. I don't want to not put any heat at all and start to descend too fast, yeah? There's some camels over there. November Zulu Lima descending to 1,500 feet and below again.
November Zulu Lima, roger. Up at 1,500 feet and below, report landing assured.
November Zulu Lima will report when
This is nice.
Yeah.
Wish I have a.
So how did you start the descending?
I just was patient.
Okay.
And the temperature inside cooled down a little bit. Like right now it's showing me it's 156 degrees
Okay.
Fahrenheit at the top and we're sort of descending.
Okay.
Yeah. And we are descending 600 feet a minute right now. So
Oh.
if I didn't, 1 minute we'd go about 600 feet.
Okay.
An elevator goes about 200 feet a minute.
A minute. Okay.
Yeah. if I never put any heat, we would reach a maximum rate of descent, but it gets pretty quick. Yeah. About 1,200 feet a minute, I think. This acts like a big parachute, but you continue to pick up speed. Yeah, the cooler it gets, the more we accelerate down. Yeah, but eventually I would have a limit of how fast, because it's like a parachute. Yeah. But I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to not put heat and hit the ground. It would be a hard impact. Yeah. So even now I put some heat and it's just slowed down our rate of descent. Now we're only descending about 300 feet a minute. So we just slowed down a little bit. I'm going to continue to let the balloon cool down all the way. And then I expect that we're going to go in this direction. Hopefully see some more camels. There's some camels there on that side. The other camels.
Those camels here.
Those camels here, I think so.
Yeah, excellent.
But it's full of
We've even seen some wild donkeys in this area.
Really?
Donkeys, yeah. The last 2 years we've seen, there's maybe only about 20 that we've seen. There's like a few groups and they don't belong to anybody. They just kind of roam around the desert. It's very interesting. Occasionally we've seen the desert fox and the Arabian hare as well. The rabbits, the desert rabbit and the desert fox. They're a little bit more elusive. Even though it's mostly desert, we do see some other vegetation around. We've had some rains in the month of February and March, so you actually see grass at the very bottom of the sand dunes. You have these bushy kind of plants that grow. Apple of Sodom has some toxicity to it, so the camels will not eat them. And then in some areas we have some big trees, the gaff trees, like somewhere in the middle over there. The gaff trees are UAE's national tree since 2008. They're protected and it's now illegal to cut down a gaff tree. Their roots go very, very deep into the ground, into the water table underneath the ground.
There's a lonely camel that side actually.
Yeah, at the top of the dune, huh?
The sound that we are hearing, that it's a bit far. It's a sound of far.
I don't know if is it vehicles you're hearing in the distance?
No,
Or
no.
the hiss, there's a hiss of the burners. That's not what you're hearing?
No.
Not this?
The beard.
Like a bird, maybe.
Yeah, maybe it's because of
Nice, look. Better with the lights.
Deputy Chase? Deputy Chase?
هون هذا المزارع تبع
I'm just gonna call my ground crew on the phone, okay? I don't want you guys to think I'm making a personal call for no reason. Yeah, hold on one second. Hold on. probably grass farms, unless I straighten out. If I straighten out, then maybe expressway, but either grass farms or expressway. We're down low now, we're changing directions, so it's either going to be grass farms or expressway. Alright. Alright, later.
Nice.
Now we can see our balloon.
I think there's a vehicle you're hearing, if that's what you're... oh yeah, over the sand dunes. Sometimes these guys are in the desert and they're following us around. They're always curious. A lot of people still are surprised by us. We have our shadow following us along now. It's lovely.
حمار ميت هون بس.
No?
هذا أثر
If you drop something.
You know, if you dropped it over the sand, nothing would happen. But it's actually law. You're not supposed to drop anything from an aircraft. Huh? If you want to drop, you can drop your phone. You can drop it. One of your children. Jaden, maybe. Do you want to land? We got some time left. So far we've been flying about 32 minutes. So. Sometimes people get bored.
No.
You get all kinds of people. Sometimes most of my basket starts to sit and I think, oh, maybe I should land. But it's nice today we're moving. Some days we don't have wind and I can't move. So you're looking at the same place for 20 minutes. That's not great. At least today we're moving.
There's camel.
And it's nice to be able to do both up and down.
Camel.
How far is the coast? How many kilometers?
This is the camp
I'd say
also.
from here is about 10 kilometers.
Camel. Hello, camel.
Do you sometimes see the sea or is it?
We sometimes, we can see it. We can see it. I'd say half the time. If it's clear or we're at elevation, we can actually kind of see Marjan. Yeah.
So nice. It's better.
I know.
Oh yeah.
Trying to hit the sun.
And there's a delay when I put the heat to the balloon. So. And the sand is always, the wind is always moving the sand, so you always get fresh sand at the top of the dunes. Sometimes you'll see little tracks that belong to the lizards or the beetles or the scorpions. Snakes, all the little holes in the dunes.
ظهره طبعا بيصورونا.
What's what? Supposed to have them for the ropes and for propane. I'm actually supposed to be wearing them at all times by law. This guy is
But here no law.
هذا المنظر ما في هيك صح
You one of us.
No, I don't think so. It's not one of my. I don't think he's one of our drivers. No. I think he just kind of
No,
spotted.
I think he's using a different means of coming here.
Look, Dad, they're moving together.
Shadow projection on the dunes. The desert is picturesque with our, especially with the red sand here in Ras Al Khaimah and the big dunes.
Look. They are taking free. That's all. Our guy.
Yeah, that is the one, alright. He's waving. He's waving. He's waving.
Even though the grass farms. Okay, but further down, like the second grass farms. Grass farms west.
Maybe he want to say something.
Yeah, say hello. People are very friendly in this country, of course, huh? Yeah. See more camels up ahead. Keep going this way, it goes back up. See, we put a little extra heat and up we go.
كيف على الرمل بصير يطلع الرمل؟
We did, yeah. We were higher than the Burj Khalifa. Khalifa is 2,722 feet. And we made it as high as 3,200 feet. At our highest point when we were way up.
It's so nice from here.
More camels that way as
These
well.
camels belong to who?
So they belong to some of the farms, and they just let them go. Sometimes they must either track them with GPS or they just kind of find them. I don't know.
What are they farming in the
They do camel milk, camel meat.
You know the camel?
Some of them race.
Where?
can see a little bit of, where is it? Over in this direction, in this corner of the basket, you can see some cement buildings.
Yeah.
They were putting a resort there, and it's been abandoned.
Really?
Yeah, so big. So yeah, they were building a lot of resorts out there.
Oh, back on.
It's off in this direction. This
The
corner.
whole resort is abandoned?
Yeah, they never finished construction.
Really?
They started construction, it ended like that. Yeah, I'm kind of rotating slowly now, even as we go. A couple of houses. This house is abandoned. Good price for you if you like. We went to look. We've studied this area because sometimes we land. Sometimes if the winds don't take us somewhere, I have to make sure to tell the crew to come pick us up. I've told the crew to meet us near that farm. You kind of see where the green grass is. So they're coming from there. No, I don't see them yet. I told them which way to come.
Does that look very fun?
You can try. You can spin the wheel in the middle. See if you can see. You might only be able to use one eye. They're kind of adjusted to my eye, but you can see. You could almost see the coastline. That's Al Quwain's industrial area where you can see some buildings. The coastline is just beyond that, just behind that.
How old is he?
10.
Oh, bless you, حبيبي.
No, look Dad. These are moving. Look, I use this side with you. No, it's very far.
Is that greenery like new or it used to be
The
always the greenery?
the green only these months,
Only this month
Yeah,
because of
we
the
had
rain.
a lot of
no?
rain. You
Yeah.
guys, you live here?
We live here, yeah.
So you saw the big rains.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
So yeah, amazing. Because in October, nothing. No.
Yeah,
green
I
grass at
expected
all.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. Mostly the ones that survive are those bushy ones,
Yeah.
full of Sodom.
So all of them grew up like after the rain?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me that.
And only in the bottom, eh?
Yeah, true. هذا بعده لحقنا.
It's gonna look like
Haram.
Ireland soon.
Yeah. This guy is still following us.
Yeah.
He's suffering just to take like a nice video of the balloon.
Yeah.
That's our driver maybe.
Yeah.
Here we fly mostly over nature, over the desert, but you can imagine, balloons are all over the world. So some places we have flown, it's over the city, over the downtown, over people's homes, and you certainly attract a lot of attention. Sometimes you land in a soccer field, a football pitch where people are playing.
No.
Yeah, you can't land here. I say, move, get out of the way, I'm landing. We're playing. I say, move, we're landing.
Oh, camel.
I got these in Kenya actually, a long time ago. On marketplace in Kenya. They're okay, they're a bit used. You need to come back there. I do. Last year I did Serengeti.
Let's go now.
Last 2 years,
Let's
last
go
two
now.
seasons,
Can we
'cause
go
it's
now?
too hot here in June, July, August, so I'm just flying over in the Serengeti. Just quite
يا حرام انا لحقنا.
Look at which? Yeah.
صار مغرز 100 تغريزه يا حرام لا يلحقنا.
شاطر كتير على فكرة بس.
آه.
Yeah, and then
مش من التيم تبعونا هدول.
below. He wants the champagne after the
We
flight.
had a shadow of the balloon.
What are you using to move to like rotate this rope?
Yeah, the black and green rotate.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just gonna spin us back left. I anticipate our landing area behind this bigger sand dune in between the two high dunes down below. So now I'm just gonna line the basket up straight. This is the forward edge. You can see we have skis here. Sometimes when we tip over and drag, so we protect the wick of the basket. In Kenya and Serengeti, we do very, very fast landings all over the savannah.
Let's go, Kenya. You can reach there.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Since
the
when you're
lions.
doing this? Since when you're doing this?
1999, I got my license. 24 years.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Canada, US, Kenya, Tanzania, here, Myanmar, in Southeast Asia.
Lucky you.
Yeah, very blessed. Usually it's nice, people are happy on holiday, or you know, it's nice atmosphere. Still coming, huh? We can't shake that guy, we can't lose him. Make it harder, we'll go over these dunes, it'll be harder for him.
We'll go higher.
Yeah, with that it would change, I mean, we'd go off that way. In East Africa, the elephants really don't like the balloon. They run, they trumpet,
Really?
they head shake, they would charge if we landed close to them. They're the only animals I wouldn't land close to. Everything else runs away. They're the only ones that would probably try to challenge. They don't like us at
That
all.
would be a lot of fun because there's so many animals in the landing.
Yeah, imagine the migration.
Yeah.
Over the migration, tens
Wow.
of thousands of wildebeest and zebra.
That's a nice one to try.
You need
Yeah.
to come.
a
I've
chance,
never
it's
been to
fun.
Kenya before, yeah. I would love to.
So many animals.
But I saw the
If we have
the
enough
safari
gas,
in
maybe we can go now.
South Africa.
Yeah, let's try.
Yeah, I went to the safari there.
So
I saw the elephant, the lions, and
so
it was
many.
nice.
بدك غرز نزل وغرز ما بقطع.
I think the best is in Kenya, the wildlife.
There was best migration. Like all types of animals. Like here with
The lions, I've flown over lions.
Some
and
of
they're
them,
so-
yeah.
until Africa almost. Yeah. You can move from one.
Actually, why, yeah. And one time I landed and I didn't realize that there was lions sleeping in the grass. They landed next to them and they walked away. They didn't even run away.
لك بعد ما عم قلك غرز قلت لها
Seemed like they were annoyed that I bothered them.
Within the city, okay.
I feel like Ron is talking about.
They put camera if somebody jumps, so they have record.
evidence. They have evidence.
But most, most of the time when I
Oh,
put the
okay.
burners on,
Okay,
You
here.
can use it.
It's near.
Yeah.
You live there?
No,
Yeah,
the other ones
use it.
still running.
Yeah.
They don't know what we are. We're
For
so
the first
big,
time
you
in
know,
the
from
ride?
here we don't feel so big.
Oh, we are coming
Remember the
here.
size of the
Oh,
bananas
okay.
outside.
Every year from.
I think that's why the elephants don't like it.
Oh, okay. So you know it well.
Oh, did he? Finally. And I can see our ground crew. That's where our vehicles are down at the bottom, just after the dune. So we're gonna look at settling down there.
Good guy.
Just over the dunes. Now they're gonna disappear.
The shin. The shin down there.
We go there. I should have told them bring vodka.
He stopped. Or is he still there? He's gone.
In the middle. Yeah. She's good with it.
Elena. Look.
Alana is brave than you, not Jay.
Yeah, she's brave.
Yeah, we're skiing out. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Taping the tram, yeah, pretty much where you were.
Look how great she is now. She's standing alone without any help even.
Kind of where you were. It's just, I think the crew is just behind the big sand dune.
Look.
Yeah, there, the African hare. Yeah, little rabbit. Hey, well spotted. Yeah. That one not easy to find, eh?
Which one?
Rabbit olanın.
Ah, lekker.
Ah,
So fast. Oh, fast.
No, if you put the fire, they'll
What is that?
Running away.
the rabbit.
Rabbit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, now I have to put some heat. Watch, he's gonna run even faster now. Okay, so I'm gonna concentrate on what I do. I have to come down over this dune. Hopefully we slow down a little bit. Just remember when I say landing positions, you keep your heads back, okay? Because sometimes we touch and everyone thinks it's finished, but then we bump a few times.
He got really scared. خلاص رحنا ورا.
Oh, it ran away. We now cannot see it. I see. Oh. What's that noise? At least the car is gone. I can see them.
Sorry, you might get some sand sometimes from the balloon.
The guy is still following us, huh?
That's our driver.
Still following us.
He wants a job. Bit of a bump, so everyone landing positions. Oh, not yet. You'll feel it when we touch. You can see I'm deflating the balloon now.
Here you go.
If you look up, and that's how we deflate. Okay, 3, 2, 1, touch. Here we go. Okay, now we're back up. Watch the second hit now. A little more. Now tip over. Tip over onto the side.
That was the funniest part of all.
You like that, eh? Usually it's the kids like the most.
It's so good.
If you want to give your camera to the crew, maybe the crew can do some photos. And grab some photos if anybody wants some photos. Arthur, photo.
Can we fall
You
down?
may undo your seatbelts at the same time. It's all finished.
Here, photos.
Solo.
You're just looking to us.
Photo here.
Okay. And when you're ready, you may go out from the bottom. We start from the bottom so nobody steps on top of anybody.
Can I go out?
I'm not able to accept
Yeah,
photos.
at the bottom you can go out.
Photos! Yay!
Sorry, bro.
Photo, please.
That's my phone?
Sorry.
Please get the photo.
That's my phone. Oh, okay.
Finally.
Thank you, bro.
Just keep going. The video
How
is
can we
going.
go out now?
Okay.